or female, if a man is thinking of getting married, he needs to ask himself if he is ready to be the head of the family. God expects a man to look after his wife and children materially and emotionally. Most important, the husband needs to take the lead in his family's worship of God. The Bible describes a man who does not take care of his family as worse than a person without faith. Check in 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8. So if you are a man who is thinking about getting married, think of how the Bible principle can apply. Prepare your outside work and get everything ready in the field. Then build your house. In other words, before you get married, make sure that you can be the kind of husband God requires you to be. Proverbs chapter 24 verse 27. A woman who is thinking about getting married needs to ask herself if she's ready to be responsible of being a wife and perhaps a mother. The Bible mentions some of these many ways a good wife takes care of her husband and children. Proverbs chapter 31 verse 10 to 31. Today many men and women think only of what a marriage mate will do for them. But God wants us to think of what we can do for our mate. If you are thinking of getting married, what should you meditate on? Before you get married, meditate on what God says about husbands and wives. Being the head of the family does not mean that a man can be a bully, either physically or emotionally. No, that's wrong. A good family head imitates Jesus, who is always loving and kind to those under his care. In Philippians chapter 5 verse 23, for her part, a woman needs to think about what it will mean to support her husband's decisions and cooperate with him. Romans chapter 7 verse 2. She needs to ask herself if she could be happy submitting to an imperfect man. If she does not think she could, she may decide that it's better for her to remain single for now. Husbands and wives need to care more about their mate's happiness than their own. Read Philippians chapter 2 verse 4. Paul wrote, each one of you must love his wife as he does to himself. On the other hand, the wife should have deep respect for her husband. In Philippians chapter 5 verse 21, both men and women need to feel loved and respected. But for a marriage to work well, a man especially needs to know that his wife respects him, and a woman especially needs to know that the husband loves him. Why do couples need to be careful during courtship? Courtship should be an enjoyable time for the couple as they get to know each other better. It is also a time for them to be realistic and honest so that they can decide if they really want to spend their life together. During courtship, a man and a woman learn to communicate with others and try to learn what it really is in each other's heart. As their relationship deepens, it is natural for them to feel physically attracted to each other, but they need to control how they express these feelings before they get married so that they do not do something immoral. True love will help them have self-control and will keep them from doing something that will harm their relationship both with each other and with God. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 5. How can I